play.
Welcome back, viewers, to another episode of Let's Play Sacred, with me, Bezlonir. Oh, man. Oh, God. Yeah, for a second there, I stood talking. Oh, for a second there, I almost could not muster the energy. The energy to be a host for this LP. It's funny, sometimes I'll just be in my car and I'm like driving home. I'm kind of imagining what I might do on an LP, and I kind of get into the persona. I'm like, welcome viewers, and all this. And this time when I started the video, I was just like,
My bow is yours.
really, I'm kind of tired lately, and I don't know what I want to do with this. Kind of,
I
don't know. I'll take on your job. Haven't heard that before. Just like what can you say that's been what is it? I just haven't really been excited about playing a video game in a couple of weeks. So I don't know. I wouldn't say I got into meditating lately, but I've meditated a couple times. And it's been kind of nice sometimes meditating to some, like, I don't know, some, like, basic, like, chant music with, like, binaural beats or whatever they call it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know these things. Look, I went one time, okay, yeah. Well, so one time there was a girl that I was like into for a while. So she was like, "Hey, come down to this like alternative fucking thing fair, whatever, holistic bullshit fair." And I was kind of into like meditation at the time and stuff. So I was like, okay, and I was like, you know, hang out. And I don't know. I thought whatever guys thought. I thought I could stick my pee-pee in this sometime, you know? Maybe sometime she'll let me stick my pee-pee in it. Just the tip! You know what I'm saying? But, anyway, I never got to stick my pee-pee in there. And, so I went to this thing, and then she was like, so she was there with like another dude, and he was all touching her up and stuff, and I was like, hey, what the fuck, you know? So what the fuck, man? So I was like, Jesus, man, this is the balls. And then I'm walking around, and like, fucking these assholes are all showing me their like Reiki stones and shit, and I'm like, oh wow, and they're like, touch it, can you feel its power? And I'm like, fuck no, I don't feel shit, I feel a rock. And I was like trying to pretend, because you know, like you try to like be like this person when you like, you know, sometimes you know how it is, like you want to stick your pee-pee in something, so you're like, oh, I gotta be like the person that you think that they would let stick their pee-pee in there. And it's like, so I'm like, yeah, I'm totally into all the shit. And I am into meditation and some things like that, but in my own way. And so, like, all this stuff with, like, getting stoned, or, you know, I don't know. They gave me some rock and they're like, can you feel the power? And I was like, by the power of Grayskull! No, I don't feel shit. You know what I feel? I feel that I have to pee, and I'm fucking, I want to stick my pee-pee, and, you know, I mean, the pee-pee, it's all about the pee-pee. Just, I wanted to make sure that you knew how juvenile I am. So, as soon as I turn in these quests, we'll get on top of this main quest. I don't know, I'm in this area to, like, do this main quest. I don't even know, you know, I feel like the only reason that I'm doing this right now is because I was thinking about this LP series, and it's just like, I don't know, I was thinking, like, what's it all about, man, you know, and it's interesting to me, because
This region is at peace.
it was definitely up in the air when I started it, like, you know, I didn't know what it was going to be about, and, you know, it's been kind of cool, kind of interesting. I feel like, man, one of my things, like, one of my favorite passages from a book, and I think I read this in English first, L'amant, or The Lover in English, so I read it in English first for one class, and then I also read it in French, but the author, whose name I'm currently failing to remember, was saying, you know, it's about art. She was saying, well, because she was talking about writing, but this could be applied to art. So I guess this is kind of a thought that I have about my Let's Playing, you know, because I would like it to approach the status of art, at least at times, you know, delving into the consciousness and sort of going here and there. So, you know, she said, like, if writing isn't everything confounded into one, I'm not quoting this perfectly, but she was like, if writing isn't everything all confounded into one, then it's like just an advertisement or something like that. And that's a great book, which I highly recommend. But probably my favorite author for just sheer prose, the author whose prose I most enjoy is, I believe it's Camus, the guy who wrote The Stranger, though I haven't read The Stranger. I've just read some of his short stories. And that's, again, those are some things that I've read in English and French. La Femme Adultère. So I don't remember what the title is in English, but that's a pretty good story. Though my favorite short story is Sometimes Greatness Strikes Where It Pleases by Lars Gustafsson. And I tried to read some of his other short stories. I don't know that they necessarily struck a note with me, but that particular one is just, it's pretty incredible, because it's all about this person who's, I guess you would say they're mentally challenged, but it tells the story from their perspective, and, you know, to them, like, the world is totally different. So, I feel like that's like the News at 9 version. It makes it's very reductive. Just understand that what I mean is something that's actually, like, makes you feel like you just experienced something, not, you know, a soundbite, not a 5th grade book review. That's not what I mean, you know. So you're welcome and you're invited, you know, to experience this LP in whatever way that you do, perhaps, you know. I mean, I guess you can zone out when I talk about philosophy and art and things like that, which I actually don't think I talk about too much. And then you could just tune back in for the fart jokes, or, you know, you could just go for it all. I mean, I don't know. You're certainly welcome as a I don't think I'm dumbing it down, you know? I don't think I'm dumbing it down. Although I'm like, you know, I grew up on, like, Mel Brooks films and stuff, you know, so I enjoy the vulgar. I have nothing wrong with, you know, the vulgar things, and, you know, so I mean, you're like, you should know this, you know, if you've watched my stuff. And I don't know, I don't have a ton of views on this series at the moment, but, you know, in my mind, I imagine maybe someday people will watch through it. You know, my feeling is that they can do it at their leisure. I don't really care if people watch it this week or next week or 2 years from now. I mean, it's there, and you know, I'm not gonna go on a "what's up" thing again. I've watched through my own videos because I was trying to make some highlight videos for my commentary, and oh man, I went off on the "what's up" thing like many times, which was something I don't think that my sad little microphone was equipped to handle. My microphone was like, "Why you do this?" with a "it's here" in the corner of its eye and that sort of thing. So, pretty much. When you start resorting to those monosyllabic conversation fillers, it's a pretty good sign that conversation is dead, or, you know, you've hit a lull. Perhaps it's time to say, not a LOL, obviously, but perhaps it's time to say goodbye. I'll see you another time. That's not me signing out of this video. I'm just talking about, you know, when you've surely like been party to one of those times where, you know, a conversation extends longer than you would prefer, like uncomfortably so, and like it's all right. It's nice if like both people are kind of aware, like you're just like, yeah, this conversation kind of went to shit, and we're not talking about anything. So let's just stop pretending like either of our feelings would be hurt if we just like stopped talking to each other and walked in different directions. We could still talk another time, another day, and that's fine. But right now, we have nothing to say to each other, you know. But when you're around one of those people that just doesn't get it, it's like, you know, it's different. Man, I was having trouble targeting those guys. I haven't played in a while. Okay, I feel like I'm starting to get my feeling back. Call me Stella, baby, because I got my groove back. How much time is it? You know, I'm not going to sing it again, but you know it's on my hands. You know. Hair gel. You know. Man. It does get to be a lot of work. Like, if I could just skip all the things in between where I record, like, my commentary or whatever, and bam, it's uploaded. It's like, the more things that I add to it, the more tedious it becomes. Like, now I'm putting in Facebook links to every video, which I've just decided it's easier to type in manually, so I do that, and then I gotta put in all my tags and everything. I mean, a few of you may have done YouTube videos of your own, so you may understand somewhat. It's a process. It's not, like, hard compared to some things, but, you know, it's not hard compared to a diamond, the hardest substance on the planet. Although, I don't know if that's still true. Maybe we've invented something stronger, like Chuck Norrium, you know? You know, just like you see where I'm going with that. You can finish the MAME yourself. I don't have the energy. But I don't know, I'm not complaining, it's just, and then sometimes things don't go off without a hitch, and, I like doing more complex things, you know, that involve editing or whatever, but the downside is, sometimes it takes so much time that I kind of wind up procrastinating, because I'm a big procrastinator, and then I like, put things off, and I get out of the rhythm of playing, and it'll be like around the last time that I started doing LPs again, it had been a while since I did any LPing, like, probably, I don't know,
Feel the rush.
4 weeks. So it's pretty crazy. I want to get my heroes videos just uploaded, because I was looking at it yesterday. I think I realized I think I started that LP5 5 years ago. So it just needs to be uploaded by now, and and I just, I kind of want to get back on my Azure Dreams LP, but I have to watch, because it's probably been 2 years on that one, so I need to watch my own videos to, like,
It's an honor to serve you.
figure back out what I was doing and stuff. But that's, yeah, that's going to be pretty similar to this, because it's a game with a lot of randomity that there's not a lot I can say.
Of course. I'll
Really?
keep myself at
So,
your disposal.
your disposal. Is that code
I'll gladly take the job on.
to say that you want to participate in my German Scheissephone? Well, it is a German game. I'll gladly put myself under your disposal. Really? Well, I will warn you, I have been eating a lot of burritos, so you might want to reconsider that statement. I don't know, man. What am I talking about? Why did this have to go into Shiza territory? Tar. Yeah. I should be wrapping this up soon. I'm not gonna rap. I'm not gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do and rap. But though, I mean, does anybody really think that I'm gonna rap? I think we've all heard enough about Tony, and since I'm probably the only one who's watched many of my videos anytime lately, I'm probably the only one who gets that reference to my own. I'm referencing myself now. I mean, but I find myself amusing, so it's hard for me not to reference myself, I guess. You know, this game would have more of a, I don't know, sense of awe sometimes if anything was difficult. Like, there's a certain difficulty in the first few minutes when you're first starting out, and I don't know if the further things get difficult, but I'm not even really convinced that this game has the mechanics to be really difficult. You know, you gotta have the mechanics there in the first place. That was weird. Huh. I don't think I've ever gotten a non-class appropriate rune from a quest before. Huh. How very strange. Well, wait, what time is it? Nah, it's like a time for this quest. I'm just, like, disappointed in that fact. I'm like, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. We're not going to do too many of these quests in this area, because this is territory that we've explored before, pretty much, and I'll try to focus on looking at things that we haven't seen before, but I can't do that entirely, because, you know, for one thing, there's not really, like, fast travel in this game. Why did that wolf run past me to go attack that brigand? But if I just did the main quest, this would become a pretty short LP. Now, I'm a little jealous of those cows that just warped across that fence. I wish I could do that myself. Yeah, you know what, I think I might just end this here. Yeah. The cows are a-mooing. Okay. Well, with that, this is Bezlonir signing out of another episode of Let's Play Sacred. And, I'll see you next time, viewers. Thanks for watching.